Hello, hello, hello. Or, as I often say, good day, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, whatever happens to be the time of day for you. And welcome back to me playing Baldur's Gate 3. So, the last time was one of our most productive sessions of Baldur's Gate 3, in my opinion. We managed to save Minsc from the clutches of the Absolute. Despite the game trying to screw us over with somehow accidentally killing Minsc, despite using non-lethal attacks. We managed to find the last of the three other servants that the Mystic Carrion mentioned. Still haven't figured out what I'm because like the only real I cannot think of another place where to find it aside from that one house, but he was clearly not in that house, nor in the basement. We did check. Um, and then we had we're now going to do well we're going to take a long rest. We did some inventory management and such in the off, and we did manage to find the special vault number 9, which we got the key from after we returned the stolen money. So yes, and it was actually down there in the main vault, which is like I got confused. I didn't realize that. Oh, it's literally just sitting there on the wall. Um, but regardless, so we've gotten some cash on us. We sold a bunch of the items that we don't think we're gonna be ever needing or prove ever useful. And so yeah, we're ready to take a long rest after we helped the guild leader, Nine Fingers, to stop the Zentarum from taking over her hideout. Though to be fair, I think even if we hadn't intervened, the guild was had the advantage in regards to the ladies' court, as the Nine Fingers personal bodyguards are known. Like they look fairly elite as a fighting force goes. So yeah. But yeah, as I said, we're going to be taking a long rest. We're going to be talking to Minsc, see what we can find out about him. He seems a rather interesting fellow. Um, and after that, after we've had an uninterrupted long rest, and we've gotten all of our resources back. We're gonna buff ourselves up, and then we're gonna go and investigate the House of Grief, the Sharon hideout in the city, or at least what has been purported as the Sharon hideout, with the primary aim of both stopping whatever evil plans the Sharons have in play, as well as rescuing the parents of Shadowheart, which Shadowheart believes are still in the clutches, like alive and in the clutches of the Sharons. So, without further ado, let us start the long rest.
Jahira, Boo is trying his best to explain, but I still do not understand your anger.
Do not hide behind your hamster, Ranger. You do not understand because you do not listen. We were the first to discover the cult, and if you had only waited, we might have marshaled our numbers and...
Good does not wait for evil to button up its breeches. When it offers buttocks for the smacking, Minsc and Boo greet cheek with hand.
I I mean that's one way to put it, Minsc, I guess. Like, not exactly the words I would have chosen, but like I can at least appreciate the sentiment. Um that sounds like a no. No, this is not the answer here. So enough. What is this about? Also, I'm not sure if we've ever actually had this new evening wear that we're currently sporting, and eh, it has a certain charm to it. I think I'd probably want something a little more. Like I especially like the sort of golden like adornments, but not exactly my style. But enough. What is this about?
I would like to see if a lesson has been learned. This mess falls on our heads, Minsc. The city under siege, its people poisoned by the cult. It all might have been avoided if you had just put your feelings aside and listened.
Let's try insight here. Oh, I don't get it. I don't get any bonuses to this. Why not? I have a cleric right there. Why isn't she offering me guidance? Okay, that's definitely. We'll go for an inspiration. Okay, that's a 2. Also not good enough. This seems important. Hey, there we go. Or the trail would have ended there, instead of leading you to Ketheric, the prison. Me.
I have seen too much to believe destiny has taken our side. Blind luck, perhaps. The point remains. You meant well, Minsc. But you exposed the city to harm. You helped the cult spread. And worse, perhaps than any of this, you forced me to leave you behind.
But this is where Minsc falls short of the understanding, Jaheira. What else is a berserker for, if not to charge into danger ahead of his Waclaren?
The Wicklaren, wise women of Rashomon, each bonded to a berserker bodyguard for life. There is no higher title, nor deeper bond in all of Rashomon custom.
Wiclaren? Minsc, I am not your witch. You are not my bodyguard. This is not some high lodge of your homeland.
Boo agrees you're a queer kind of witch. But this city is a queer place. And Minsc, you may have noticed, is sometimes strange himself. The titles matter not. Only this. When Minsc does as Minsc does, and charges in to make a mess, Jaheira does as Jaheira does, and finds a way to save us all anyway.
That is actually kind of sweet. So what you're saying is you've learned absolutely nothing. I mean, just saying that, oh, that's actually kind of sweet is definitely my personal natural reaction to that. But I also am very much of the, like I am both the option number 1 and option number 3 at the same time. So I think we're gonna go with the middle ground, which is option number 2. I suppose there is some twisted logic at play there.
Is there? Wonderful. Another Minsc in the making.
Ha! Not without a companion, I'm afraid. Boo will ask some of his sewer-dwelling friends.
I am your friend, Ranger. I am not your witch. There will be no ointments or healing balms.
Not even for Boo?
That's... I feel that Jaheira is... Well, I get where she's coming from. And I mean, she's... Like, of the two, she's clearly the authority figure in that, like, well, I mean, she's literally the High Harper of the city. So, So, yeah, I, like... It's just one of those things where if she's been his companion for, like, a long while, you would have thought that she would have come to peace with the terms of what he is. Camp companions. This is a new button. Oh. Nice. Okay. So you can... Huh. That's super cool. You can now, like, there is literally a camp companions button, at least while you are at camp, which means that if you send them stuff, like I sent Will this, um, we can just do that. And then this can be added to wares and Damien. Yeah. No, I get okay. Right. Minsc is a ranger question mark? I guess. Like with I assume that he would be like he definitely comes off as a barbarian. Um maybe he's called a ranger because like he's a like that he's actually a barbarian but he's part of an order like of like where he holds the rank of ranger or he holds the job of ranger rather than actually being ranger the class. Right. Let's talk to Yenna. Anything new for you, little one?
I brought my own paring knife.
Nope. Okay, fair enough. Right. We will definitely need to be leveling up Minsc. So, and we definitely want to have a talk with the Mad Rashomar. So, hello, Minsc.
My friend, now we have settled the matter of the guild. I fear there is something I must tell you. You and Boo both. It may shock you both to know, but Minsc and this Stone Lord, they are one man. The same one man. And that same one man is Minsc.
You can't blame yourself. Holt were manipulating you.
Minsc does not blame Minsc. Minsc blames the Stone Lord. But if the Stone Lord is Minsc, then, well, Minsc grows dizzy. I wish to believe the Stone Lord's evil was the worm alone, attainting my thoughts with foul dung. But I see now, the dung was within Minsc all along. So I wonder, if Minsc can be a villain, and Nine Fingers a hero, must it be so with all creatures? Is there good and evil within us all? Boo calls this nonsense. Less thinking of bad thoughts, says he, and more breaking of bad bones. But still, I would hear what you have to say on the matter, my friend.
I mean, one part of me would want to like concur with Boo as like Minsc. He's not made to question like to make the like really, I guess, think of these sort of greater than life questions. And like it's not like I have an answer to that because like in the Forgotten Realms, right? There are like there are obviously there are like mortals, right? Who probably all mortals have a choice that they can make. For some the choice can be more obscured, more there are more obstacles in the way for them because of like the environment and the people that surround them from the get-go. But like for example, like because like a Null, for example, is as far as I understand is a humanoid mortal being that has a soul of its own. But a Null is also just an extension of Yinug, like and his hunger. Like I mean, orcs are a lesser version of that in that like they are of Grumsh and they follow Grumsh, and Grumsh has a lot of influence in their lives, even if they were taken away from an orcish tribe. But like orcs still I feel have a like they can make a choice to not follow Grooms, to not like follow his commandments. Whereas a Null is just like, while they are a mortal creature and an individual in a way, I also feel that they are kind of just a part, like almost like a piece of Ynogu's like essence or soul, which means that they don't really have a choice, and which also means that if they don't have a choice, then they don't have the capacity for good in them. Not really. Like they can be, obviously they can be deceived or manipulated or forced into doing good things, but like they wouldn't choose to do that on their own initiative. But like for most mortal beings, at least, like, and obviously, like like then there's devils and demons and celestials and the undead, all with varying degrees of ability to make that choice as well. But like if we're confining ourselves to just mortal beings, most of them have a choice that they can make. Most of those and the choices that they make are obviously heavily influenced by the people, the environment, the circumstances, like, natural disasters, whatever, that they face in their lives when they make that choice. But most of them have a choice. Right. That philosophical tangent aside, let's actually see what our options here are. You believed you were following Jaheira. That's not evil. Everyone has the potential for good. It's just buried deeper in some or lost along the way. Boo's right. You're overthinking it. A fascinating discussion. I'll prepare some readings and we can pick it up at camp. Don't ask me. I'm just trying not to die. Right. 5 is a very pragmatic answer. 4 is, I feel, too much of a bookish or scholarly answer for our character here. I think 3 is also like 3 is a pragmatic from like my character's perspective of like, I'm pretty sure that my character would be intelligent enough to realize that, okay, Minsc is just like, if he's just left to like stew on this on his own, he could get confused and distracted by it. So like the easiest short-term solution here is to tell him that Boo's right, you're just overthinking it, right? And then he'll just like follow the like us, and we're good people, so we're actually like putting him to do good in the world. But like that, I feel that's also a very like that. As I said, it's a short-term solution, which is not. It's not like for his growth of character. I feel it's not the correct choice. I think that we're gonna go with 2, because I think this most aligns with how I think of the Forgotten Realms as a world, in that everyone has the potential for good. It's just buried deeper in some, or lost along the way.
It is strange. A worm sits within my skull, twisting my thoughts. But it is you that have made Minsc see the world anew. You, my friend, are the true parasite. There is good and evil in all. Let us go crack villainous skulls, so that the virtue might leak free. Yes, Boo. I am becoming something of a philosophizer.
Yeah, I can see why Minsc would be a fan favorite of Baldur's Gate 2. Like, I can already tell. I'd like to know a little more about you. I don't think you're half as dumb as you pretend. What?
How dare you? Minsc pretends at nothing, half the way or otherwise.
Eh?
There is more than a little to know, I think. I am huge.
Have you and Jaheira always had such a quarrelsome relationship?
We have. Is it not wonderful?
She risked a lot to save you. She cares, whatever she says.
There is no need for sweet words between companions such as we. Too often those are the weapons of flatterers and frauds.
There.
But she who will beat you about the head with the cold and pointy truth, that is a true Wicklaren.
Don't know who Dinaher is. It's sweet that you and Jaheira still have one another after all this time.
A hero is only as good as the friends they have at their back.
Also true.
This is why Boo favors this spot just above my buttocks.
Fair enough. Fair enough. You're quite quick to call me friend.
Of course, my friend. Or are we not friends?
Of course we're friends, friend.
Then you have a sword at your side and a hamster at hand, whenever you need them. Unless I die, or you die, or you do anything at all to upset Boo. Now, does Boo see a question in your eye, or just a parasite poking through?
Just fair. What's with the hamster?
Well, Boo, explain yourself. Clear enough?
I wonder, like I have Speak with Animals still ongoing. Perfectly.
Boo has a way with words that we lack. All that space in the cheeks, I am thinking.
Hamsters do have quite chubby cheeks often. Well, speak of something else. When our minds mingled, I saw some strange things.
Well, the mind of Minsc is a simple place. Of what strangeness do you speak?
The memories resurface. A lifetime of battles blurring into one. A single constant is Minsc, launching into the fray no matter the foe, be they god, monster, or man. It seems just the barest glimpse of what the man before you has seen and done, but enough to know that he has no right to still be alive.
Ah, wait! That look in your eye. I know exactly what visions of Minsc you have seen to cause you such wonder. My pants. Thrice-laced, in the Rashomar style, so that a berserker might split skulls without fear of splitting breeches, too. They are fiendishly complex, but fear not for Minsc. With training, he has learned to master the many little knots.
Yes, very, very correct on that, Ped. A miniature giant space hamster indeed. Who has very fluffy cheeks. Also, which is a trait that the miniature giant space hamster shares with the more terrestrial space a hamster cousins, I guess, in the biological sense. Regardless. Right. Funny how they never made space for any of that in the songs.
The bard, says Boo. They conspire not to safeguard our trousers, but to rid the world of pants entire. On this matter of sharing memories, I see no reason for us to worry at one another's worms. If there is more we wish to know, we can simply ask, no?
Fair. Of course. A warrior speaks their mind instead of reading others.
Exactly so. If I must peer into the mind of my enemy, I use an axe. For friends, there is ale. No, my friend. If you fear you have a question that Minsc cannot answer, then you can simply ask Boo.
I do like how Will is just like drinking in the background when Minsc speaks. Like I imagine he's just like eavesdropping this conversation and going like, "Ah, I'm not paid enough for this." Right. An interesting character most certainly. And he says that he has an axe for his enemies, which is like weird considering he starts with a rapier in hand.
Fine lodgings you have found, my friend. Boo is already in negotiations with the guardian spirits of this place. In Baldur's Gate, they are likely to be rat-formed and eager to charge rent. But Boo shall secure safe slumber for all. Now, what do you need of Minsc?
I would like to know a little more about you.
Minsc is an open book, with many pretty pictures.
Jaheira said you spent a century as a statue on the Wide. I'd like to hear about it.
Ah, you come in search of stories. It is not yet time to tuck Boo in for the night, but very well. After our adventurings with the Ballspawn, Boo had had his fill of godly flesh. So, we returned to Baldur's Gate for a time. After all, in every city there is a sweaty underbelly, crying out for a virtuous scrubbing. None better to wield a brush than Minsc and Boo. Perhaps we rubbed some villain's rump a little too raw. This Minsc does not know. One moment we stood in the city slums, the next, ambush. Then Minsc and Boo woke on the Wide with stone dust in sensitive places.
You never saw who did this?
The mind of Minsc was occupied with important matters. I was browsing a slum vendor's stall, looking for Boo's favorite nuts. And then, I was stoned. For Minsc, those years passed as quick as a hiccup. It was long ago, then it is now.
You inspired people, even as a statue.
Jaheira says Minsc and Boo were often draped in flowers and showered with wine. Still as stone, but the life of the party nonetheless. But there is no glory without action, and no valor without violence. I would rather be as small as Boo, yet made of muscle and rage and virtue, than as large as Minsc, but made of cold stone.
I agree. Like, I certainly agree. Tell me about Rashomon.
Oh, my friend. There is much more to know of Minsc's homeland than he could ever put into words. Boo might fare better, but his home is far stranger again. Well, in many ways, it is the very opposite of this city. The far side of Faerun, with empty plains, white forests, and peaks that pierce the very belly of the sky. But it is like the city too. Here, it is loud with the daily wailing of people. In Rashomon, it is also loud, if you know where to listen. The Telthors, guardian spirits of every root, rock, and tree. Here in the Sleeping Lands they are silent, but in the far north, they know how to speak still.
So what I'm getting from is that he's like I would imagine that if I was to put him in 5e terms, he sounds like I mean he kind of sounds like a totem warrior, but he also sounds like an ancestral guardian barbarian. Sounds like an amazing place. Why did you ever leave?
The first time, my Dajema, a warrior's quest of proving. Minsc quickly proved that quests do not always go as the stories say. After wandering a ways and some savings of the Sword Ghost, Minsc returned to Rashomon to find a welcome fit for hamsters and heroes. The Iron Lord himself came to bear witness to Boo. Minsc of Rashomon, said he, your Dajema is done. Minsc politely disagreed. Dinah here was dead, and so his Dajema could never be done. Then swear your service to me, Minsc of Rashomon, said he. Serve your land as your lord's chosen champion. Minsc politely disagreed. It was a little awkward, but he had already sworn his service to Boo. Minsc of Rashomon, said he. You insult your Iron Lord. We will settle this matter in the circle of combat.
Oh no.
It was only polite for Minsc to agree. After they carried the Iron Lord away, the Council of Witches gave Minsc a pack of provisions and said it would be best if he continued his adventures for a time. Yes, Boo, that was before we were stone. Perhaps we are due a little homecoming when all of this is done, no?
I would imagine that the situation has hopefully sorted itself out after about a century, but like that sounds like a very Minsc thing to do. Why do you call this the Sleeping Land? I assume that's because he can't hear the plants and the trees and the rocks like the spirits.
Because it is slow and stupid and sleeping. Boo says Minsc should phrase this in a kinder fashion. Telthors are the living soul of the land. They flit about, offering petty blessings to those who show respect, or playing tricks on those who do not. This is so in Rashomon, but not beyond her borders. Here the spirits sleep, and perhaps we ought to be glad of this. In Rashomon, a Telthor is wind and snow and soil. In Baldur's Gate, it would be stink and stain and a far less pleasant type of soil. If my meaning is not clear, just check under your boot.
Fair enough. Yeah, I mean, that makes some sort of sense. Again, if I remember correctly, Baldur's Gate 3 was probably 3.5. Like D&D 3.5 was the basis for that, maybe. I'm not 100% certain of that. I've never looked, but yeah. But yeah, I mean, I guess it also makes sense in the context that Jaheira has also called him a ranger. So yeah, we'll talk about something else.
Wish. Boo, do you have much to say on the matter of something else?
All right. I think very enlightening as the Minsc character. Let's talk to Jaheira because he seems to be in a bit of a foul mood, a little bit.
I think you might have made a terrible, terrible mistake. Huh? Chasing rumor halfway around the city and back. Crossing the guild. Wading through filth. Defying the one creature upon whom your very life depends. All for a madman and his rodent. It was no mean feat to make nice with the sourest puss in the city, by the way. It took years for Estelle and I to trust one another. The Absolute threatens thousands, the entire coast. And still you risked much to help one man. I should berate you, but I can only say thank you. Your reasons were your own. But whether you meant for it or not, your fight is our fight, huh? Both of us. To the very end.
Aww. Don't go getting sentimental on me now, Harper. Minsc will be an asset, I'm sure. Don't thank me. It's the cult I'm focused on. Anything else is an added bonus. None of that was a thank you. Now we can focus our efforts on the remaining chosen. I think this is rather cheeky, and I'm sure she would take it. Like there are a couple of cheeky options here. We're gonna go with "Don't go getting sentimental on me now, Harper."
Ah, those misty eyes are just age. Yes, I feel myself growing older as we stand here. So, lead the way. We're yours to command.
Wanted to ask you something.
Ask it.
Nope. Okay. Nothing new there. Fair enough. Anything new from Shadowheart?
Almost pleasant traveling with company.
Nope.
If you ignore all the less.
Halson? We'll check on with every companion we have.
Oakfather preserve you.
Will?
Well met.
Nope. I don't think there's anything. Minsc did have an option of like how would you evaluate our companions? But we'll wait on that. Carla?
Minsc is so amazing.
Imagine that she. I mean, yeah, she was a fan of Jaheira as well, so not surprised. Gale, anything?
Hardly the noblest conflict we've encountered, but criminals will have their squabbles, even in the looming shadow of utter annihilation.
Yep. Therian?
I don't like getting caught between the Guild and the Zentarim. You always make enemies when you take sides in a struggle like that. And in this case, they're enemies we might not see coming until it's too late.
I mean, I do agree with Asterion there in the sense of like if there are enemies that can catch you unawares, it is probably like criminal organizations like the Zentarim and the Guild. However, the one good thing about criminal organizations such as the Zentarim and the Guild is that they're all dishonorable scum. You disembowel like 3 of them, and the rest will probably either like just run for it, or betray their own organization and their plans, and then you can go and squash the rest of them. Baldur's Gate 2 was advanced D&D, so that's a long time ago, I guess. Fair enough. Alright, I think with that we are ready for a good night's sleep. But, this bring food up? I assume so.
Alan says I have to what? I'm sorry, I didn't know we had God's damned royals staying with us. Can't this wait till morning? Oh, fine. Right, you. Food? Supplies? What do you want?
I'm sorry, I didn't mean to bother you.
Uh-huh. Because people order from the kitchen in the dead of night to be polite. Now, what you want?
Let's see what you have. You have a supply packet that costs 92 gold. That is like fair enough.
Enjoy your night.
Unseen culinary spec. Fair enough. I mean, yeah, it is. Yeah, fair enough. It's getting long in the night. Right. Yeah, I do have to say that it is a little disconcerting not to have Blaisdell here. No song. Bunch of both. Silver plate that we can take. I think we're just gonna go to bed. Hopefully nothing too bad happens during the night. So what are we feeling like? Feel like cookies. Oh, we're gonna go with some pears. Go with some red apples. fish in there, and then we just need 3 more. 3 more. Do we not have anything that's just 3? Good berries. Alright, we'll get ourselves a mug of beer. Or something. Get some water heavy and cheese wedge. Right. Hopefully we just have a nice regular long rest. Wonderful. Wonderful. Nothing bad happened. As far as we know. Oh. There's right. First things first. We're drinking that. That. Scratch has something for us. What is it, boy?
The dog is unable to speak through the small bag he holds in his mouth.
Got this,
All
Scratch.
I know is I thought of you when I saw it.
Thanks. We got a torch. I mean, yeah, we don't have dark vision, so torch is quite useful. Nobody has like nobody has an exclamation mark above their heads, so camp. Right. Then we need to start piling on the buffs, and we're off to
I'm ready. Whatever it takes.
have a great time with the House of Grief.
Do
Right.
what must be done.
Jahira, you get the cast. Cast that. Then we
What's
had.
next, I wonder?
All right, what now?
We're gonna cast 8.
Whatever comes, I'm ready.
Cast 8 shield.
Which way to the nearest library?
Gale. Mage armor from a scroll.
No one stopped me yet.
Yes. I think that's all the stuff for now.
No time to dally.
Do we want to throw a Death Ward out there? Yeah, I think we're gonna throw a Death Ward. Death Ward on our Paladin. I think that seems like a reasonable. Right. With that, you. Switch those out. Hera doesn't have
Wait for more to do.
Gale.
All's well that ends. Not as bad as it could have.
Right. We could give them a level 3 spell slot. Or I think we're just going to... I think we're just going to give them both Fearless Focus again. Go, Shadowheart, Gale. And then for Jahira... Elixir Glosses, Viciousness. He doesn't need one of them. Viciousness, powerful movement. Could give them. I think we're gonna give them. Yeah, I think that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna give them an Elixir of Vigilance.
I'm ready.
That.
Hi.
That. think that's all of the buffs that we want to
No
have.
time to rest.
There's no time to waste.
Gonna get you. I think we're fine without recovering
Go
that.
on.
I don't think you can recover. Yeah, it's max kept out at 5. So there.
Ever ready.
Anything to scale? Doesn't have any. No. All right.
Some blood.
We're hopefully we're ready for whatever the House of Grief is gonna throw at us. Hopefully.
The House of Grief welcomes you and stands ready to ease your troubles.
I'm sure it does.
Welcome to the House of Grief. Or perhaps welcome is the wrong word, Shadowheart. There's been some debate whether you'd even show up and face the consequences of your actions. I assumed you tried to flee, like a craven.
Spare me your venom. I'm sure the Mother Superior will have plenty of her own.
All in due time.
I met a man who'd been robbed of his memories. Your handiwork?
This is a place of healing. Anyone who partook in our methods did so willingly.
Oh God,
and left
really?
with a smile on their face, freed from their troubles.
Right.
Would you accuse a surgeon of robbing a tumor? I think not.
So, I think the merchant or the noble outside wanted to escape the grief of having lost the love of his life and his wife, because he did say he remembers a name. He remembers her being young and then old and then ill and then not the correct way of escapism, but it's definitely an understandable one. Let us pass.
As I said, in due time. First, you submit to the mapping of the heart. Only then can we know what is to be done with you.
Mapping of the what?
This is the House of Grief. We strive to help those whose hearts have grown heavy. Be it with anger, melancholy, grief, or treachery. Submit to the mapping and reveal what lurks in your heart. If you consent, follow me. If you do not, leave.
Why couldn't this just be like, be ready to die? We arrived at the House of Grief, where the Sharon Cloister is said to be hidden. Shadowheart was greeted by the attendant Mary, who told her she was. Okay. Like, why couldn't they just be like? Why could they not just be like?
You may enter.
Thank you, Mark. Leave.
You're supposed to guard the door. No more slacking, or I'll report
Detailed
you
budget
to
breaks
her.
down the cloister's income.
No need for that. Just needed to stretch my legs. Won't happen again.
Next column includes supplies, bribes, and voices and rest. Next one, paltry offering.
I need the list of properties donated to us by our guests.
The Dark Lady's
The
church
counting
cannot
house
thrive
requires
on. Do
valuations.
better or be replaced. Now, donations, book sales, profits from the sale of memory. Thoroughly unpleasant. A guidebook written to assist newcomers in crossing the separation offer in lower parts of the city of Baldur's Gate. The outer section as the home of the Patriots, where city's noble patrolled. The immense wealth shows itself through wide, well-lit streets, shining proudly on buildings of elaborate and elegant decoration. By contrast, the lower section of the city is a tangle of narrow streets, combat buildings, controlled not by many guards, but a cornucopia of merchants, craftspeople, chancellors, dancers, fools, fabulous vagabonds, cutpurses, young men and women of negotiable affection, Barkeeps, beggars, knights, and knaves. Habits of patriarch. Self-help book, warning against the dangers of this life. I think that's all that I need to know about that. Right. All right. What is this? Guess we need to. What? I mean, can. Am I literally stuck inside the? Okay. Mean investigation phase.
You seek to be unburdened, yes? The mapping of the heart can reveal the way. Yet, there is another here whose need is great.
That voice. Allow me. I think I'm supposed to do this.
Go ahead. We're not going to be in the way of Shadowheart's journey. We will hopefully catch the dagger.
Why you are here?
There is something I lost. No. Had taken from me. My family. My life. I want it all back.
Loss is a gift, girl. Do you still not understand that? Now give me the true answer. What is your purpose in being here?
We will remain silent.
The artifact. I was sent to retrieve it. At any cost.
And who tasked you with this mission?
The Mother Superior of It's you.
Give me the honor of my name. In full.
I can't. My memories...
I know what's in that head of yours better than you do, girl. My name.
Mother Superior... Lyconia Devere.
You still have the wits to recognize your betters. Good.
Surprising.
Lyconia Devere. If only Shar would bless me with the forgetting of your face.
Always a pleasure to see old acquaintances. But you would be wise to not interfere in what is to come. Now descend. You have much to answer for.
An astral projection. Seems she's taking no chances with us.
I mean, weird that you'd be standing there, Shadowheart. I mean, yeah. Off we go. I assume that she's somebody who you meet in Baldur's Gate 2 as well. Miss Devere. Drow.
Risk being in open view.
You know, Drow.
What path lies before
Female Drow. Dedicated to Shar. He's not what I was expecting. Cloister of Somber Embrace. Interrogation training. Infiltration training. Okay. I have a feeling that we're not supposed to go into those locked rooms. Right. The unburdening. Volume describes the full process of unburdening in exact detail. Valuable targets are identified from those who seek out the services of the House of Grief. If they're willing to pay, they proceed to the mapping of the heart, where the Inquirer of Grief will question them while discreetly probing their thoughts for anything that can be Lady of Love. Following this, targets are ushered downwards to stand before the Mirror of Laws. Given the correct prompts by the Inquirer of Grief, the target will surrender memories to the Mirror for the benefit of all of Lady Shar's children. The same stroke, the Mirror can remove memories of what they have seen in the cloister, as well as whatever they believe to be the source of their troubles, and they can be turned loose, blissfully ignorant of the offering they made. Yeah, figured it was something like that. Still never the smartest choice to willingly go into a Sharite temple, I feel. I say that as I willingly go into a Sharite temple, like, at the head of a party of adventurers.
A whole stolen childhood spent in these halls. The Mother Superior must be close. Soon this will all be over.
One way or another, I guess. I'm gonna assume murder. Well, righteous self-defense is what I would call it, but I'm gonna assume there's gonna be blood. Entry Frederick. Hello.
Keep going. Mother Superior will deal with you.
Okay, fair enough. How does it feel to be a glorified dwarf? The door closed immediately after he went. Fair enough. Yep, this architecture looks very, very familiar, considering. Oh, look, there are Sharan sentries, Sharan novice, Justiciar crusader, Sharan novice. Okay, I think it is time.
At your command.
Those who cling to light are destined to lose. Candles will gutter. Hearts burn low. The stars will dim. Shed no tears for such fools. They are unworthy of living.
Now I like definitely. First level stuff lot there. And then we have not that one. What do you have on there? Feel that one in there, and then you have the necklace on. Corvid polymorph one. There we are. Yep. Pop that out. Little spell slot back. Right. I feel that like summoning those creatures is perfectly reasonable at this stage, because we are otherwise going to be in a court full of murderous assholes. Possible party member? Her? Huh. Well, fair enough.
We shall serve. We shall be.
Oh, there's even more than I
They
thought.
already heard how you disgraced yourself before Lady Shah, how she marked you as the enemy. But it is quite another thing for them to see it for themselves. I am very glad you decided to return. A cautionary tale such as yours will be studied by Lady Shah's initiates for years to come. But perhaps I can make a case for some small measure of mercy. Give me the artifact, and I can at least make this quick.
Enough. I don't answer to you. Not anymore. I'm here for my family. That's right. I know what you did. And it's not going to be quick.
This is your family. And now you have turned your back on it. The artifact was your last chance to prove yourself. And you squandered it.
I guess that in this case that's a bad choice to have chosen to save her from being burned at the stake, but like I mean it's a female drow. You generally don't want to save those anyway. Aside from Minthara, she's actually a sweetheart. I'm gonna do that the next time. End of discussion. Right. Shadowheart has nothing to prove to the likes of you.
Such misplaced camaraderie. How about this? Surrender this one to me, now, and you can leave freely. And consider Lady Shah's forces your allies in the battles to come.
And betray all I stood for? Never.
As you like. Lilala! For Shah!
Yep, as said, was expecting violence, and I got violence. Right, Mother Superior Shar. Let's see. She has Sanctuary on. She's got Radiant Report. Nightbringer's Beloved. Shar's ardent favor lets her chosen disciple 7 to 56 hit points every time they use her channeled divinity. Huh. I mean, at least it's an action for her to use it, so. Right, she's magical and non-magical darkness and cannot be blinded. Okay, dark vision, okay, ancestry, magic resistance, okay, mortal reminder. When you land a critical hit against a creature, that creature and any nearby enemies. Oof, okay. Right, opportunity attack, protection. When you have a shield, impose this event on attack against your allies. Okay. Rebuke of the Mighty. When a foe hits you with a melee attack, you can first use your reaction, dealing 2d8 force damage. That must be from the shield. She's got Sentinel. Have advantage on opportunity attacks. The Snare can no longer move for the rest of its turn. Has Vengeance. When an enemy within melee range attacks an ally, you can Sentinel, except better, because apparently she just gets advantage on opportunity attacks. Shadow Ambush, 4 to 32 necrotic damage when attacking from the shadow. Shar's Umbre, while obscured, the wearer has advantage on stealth checks. Shar and Veil, Shield of Faith also grants you +2 bonus to all saving throws. That's pretty decent. Spell Guard, you gain advantage on saving throws against spells. Spell attack rolls against you have disadvantage. Okay, so that must... Okay, so she has a really, really good... She's in sunlight sensitivity, though. Right, so she has a really, really good shield, and, right. Right. So we got 4 sentries on either side of us. Except current Fidelian. Current Fidelian Lamona is only temporarily up. Huh. Okay, yeah. Yep. Okay. I think what we need to do is we need to clear out our backline first. And to do that, we need to put haste on Paladin. Probably shouldn't have used
just yet.
Used Jaheira for that, I think. But right, right. You
I am Lady Shah's instrument. You cannot win.
That's the win. What?
The unknown father, offering an embrace of fang and claw.
Hold on. What did she do to? Wayward Heart. The long rest affected entity will be automatically critically hit by Viconia's attacks, and it has disadvantage on wisdom saving throws. End this effect. The creature must deny its Wayward Heart by acquiescing to Shar and aiding Viconia in combat. Okay. Yeah, yeah, Viconia, can you just, like, go fuck yourself if you think that's what's gonna happen. Right, right, we should be able to clear him out.
Blood follows me everywhere.
Blood follows me. It's a very... Then we punt him with the back end. There we go. Yeah, I guess we just go Go a swinging. And stairs. I think probably gonna be done for. Bone chill. Managed to hit. No healing allowed for our paladin, but thankfully he's got death ward on, so that's something. All right, what is Lillian Gloom mask? Stand there looking like an idiot. What did she? Heart form. Heart form. Shara knows your fears and has twisted its form into one of them. Right. Arm. Not asking for divine entry. Hale's gonna get him. I think that's a her. Hale's gonna do that. Are we gonna? We're definitely gonna get. Definitely gonna get a spiritual weapon out. There. Right. Then we're going to. Yep, I think we're just gonna. They aren't stacked up enough. Also, they have radiant support. Like, what does it? So what does it say? Whenever you take radiant damage, reflect it back at your attacker twofold. As you don't want to put down a flame strike because that's gonna hit 3 people and it's gonna hurt like a motherfucker. Right. Do we want to put out a here? Nope, not past that phase. Not polymorph. Punishment. Eliminate first. 60%. Cancel that. 20% cancel that. Okay, definitely not doing that then. Spirit Guardians, I guess. Spirit Guardians, but for necrotic rather than. Yeah, I think that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna go Spirit Guardians, and instead of radiant damage, we're gonna do necrotic damage. They don't seem to be, I don't think they're gonna retaliate against that. So that's. This is gonna be a very. Oh, they're just. Okay, they just shanked the spiritual weapon out of existence. Fair enough, I guess. Yep, figured that she wouldn't. But it is gonna slow her down. That allows her to ignore difficult ground, and it might slow somebody up. Overwhelming grief. Recommends the spell. Strikes at their opponent's brain with malice. Involved in darkness. Concentration. Runs into the. Fuck, I guess we're counter. Yeah, we're counter spelling that. Right. 70% chance of actually hitting. And a miss. Of course. Okay, Gale. Slightly awkward. Slightly awkward. Strike an enemy with lightning. 3 more bolts released when electrifying it. Yeah, I think we're just gonna go for chain light. Go for one of the bolts. All far away. Let's keep him safe, hopefully. Why is she temporarily hostile? I was thinking that maybe that's like cast darkness. Not great. And I completely forgot about
Lady Shah's will shall be done.
What?
Shall fall.
The Deva will go and finish off.
Shall prevail.
I'm sure you think that. I think Jahira is just gonna drop an ice storm on them because they are clumping up pretty well into the center.
Lady Shah's will shall be done. Her foes shall perish.
Yeah. Nope. It's not exactly fun. Right. Lightning or ice storm. Ice. Oh, never mind. You're dark.
I can still move fast when I need to.
That's that. Oh, yep, she's gotten hit by them. Right, Deva. Not mind killing him. Wonderful. Oh, she's taking a lot more damage.
The darkness awaits.
Oh, that's what she's gonna do. Shadow issue. Right.
Don't waste a step.
Oh, she's over there. Okay. Concentrating on it? Or not? Action. And doing more radiant damage just means I'm taking more damage. Really shitty. Well, the Crusader Knight missed to duel us, I guess. Could do that. I wish I could. You know what? We'll just bonus action concentrate on shield effect. Probably should have done after I'm done attacking. You know what? Because we need to get some HP on. Okay, Bone Chill hitting Kahira is fine. Mist, wonderful. Getting Darkness on Deva. Save. What is Blue Mask? Darkness. Okay. I mean, Beckoning Darkness also failed. Well done, Deva. Right. So we're all in this darkness. Like, not the greatest thing. Don't need a divine intervention. Or we might need a divine intervention, but I don't know that whether we need a divine intervention now or so. Listening of the quick use is like attack, cast another spell, take an action, take damage. Which means that doing the Cloak of Shadows now, even with the Spirit Guardians active, shouldn't it shouldn't actually, it shouldn't like get disrupted by the, because like she's not attacking, she's not casting another spell, she's not taking an action or taking any damage. Well, I mean, she might take it. We'll try. We'll use Cloak of Shadows. She not Cloaked in Shadow? Question mark? I don't know, kind of seems like she isn't.
Darkness shall triumph!
They've nerfed Spirit Guardians. On that. Alright. Darkness.
Hey, Potion. All will be well.
Immune. It's like the one time you'd want action to have daylight. We have daylight. What does focus the in your ranks? Yeah, I think we're gonna do this. Then I'm gonna go for a light. This hits the most. This hits the main baddie. Got advantage, probably. But that cleared out a fair number of them. Another darkness, really. Don't think. Not great. Darkness is like the thing that is fucking us over. You and me, mind it. Still blinded. Girl, give me this. Oh. 5. I think that's what we're gonna do. Image. Missed. Damn it, Dave. Well, at least you're distracted.
Never see sunlight again.
Again, bone chilled. away. Another bone chill. God damn it. Right. Not out there.
Mundus Vortikiki.
Your potion. Will be well.
Immune? What? Umbral form. On hit, the affected entity. Immune to non-magical damage. To make an additional melee. And he's still got the radiant retort. This might be. We might have to. We might have to replay this combat. It's looking kind of bad for us. Looking kind of bad. Wait, what? Did it not? Oh, it literally just doesn't jump if you can't see the what? Wait, what? Yeah, no, it just it just didn't jump to anything. Okay. Fucking brilliant. Good to know that it doesn't jump if you can't actually see the target for it to jump to. Good to know. Good to know. Ooh. There's not enough room there. Hidden. Alright. Found the Mother Superior. Why does that provoke a... Oh, never mind. It provokes an attack of opportunity. But...
Lady Shah guides me. Your end is near.
Yeah, it is. It is this bone chill that is literally just fucking us over. The bone chill and the fact that we're doing a shitload of radiant damage. You have Death Ward. Can we one-shot the Justiciar? Don't think we can. Don't think we can. No longer. I think I'm gonna have to accept the fact that trigger the death dashes. Hera.
The last board is set.
No. Can't kill that. Could break these down. Two of them. Another darkness cast. God damn it. Like, one of the good things about this is so far we have, like, at least the Spirit Guardians has not been. little bits around. Oh, they're healing in. Actually, it's the go. Yes. Okay. Are you? Oh, you're not. All right. We're gonna lay on hands greater. That has remarkably improved our position. Missed. Missed. I'm really glad that we did decide to do the long rest before coming here. Jesus Christ. Got umbral.
Fancy their chances.
Don't fancy their chances. Not concentrating. Might as well. Managed to actually get Viconia with it. That's actually pretty incredible. And then I think we're just gonna run away as far from danger as possible with Gale because yeah, that slow could be really big here. Thank God they finally started missing those bone chills. Need only one more. Oh, he's going after Gale. Right. Potion while we can. Oh. No. Go. That up.
Let me recite their demise.
Oh, that's the temporarily hostile one. I have a really I'm kind of I have a theory as to why she's temporarily hostile. So I don't think I would kill her. Miss.
Don't get too close.
Close. Gale over there. Just continue swinging at the guy who's unfortunately umbral form, really. Oof. Oof. 40 damage up. That's you need to put you.
I think this one is slowing me down.
Oh, come on.
Need to demonstrate.
Let's light them up.
Bone chill on Gale is fine. Well, not fine, but beckoning fine. You're also bone chill. Wild shape as an action. Went to shunted okay. Right. Oh. There we go. Broker concentration. That over there. What we getting?
It's sorcery.
Ignore the guy, the one that's
of course.
Emperor. And a critical miss. 95% chance, and he rolls the 1. Oh well. Okay. Bonus action 2. Give into your own. Increase your strength by 2 and possibly cost me. Yep. Okay, nice. No, we'll just go for Flash. Critical miss. You have a 55% chance to hit. You threw it 3 times. You really should have hit at least one of those. Right. Healing. We're putting you down.
Not yet. No mercy.
Go. Done. Not enough. Okay. Nice critical hit.
Creator. Destroyer.
Worst thing to go down is Bone Chill. Oh, healing allowed. Oh. We're gonna resurrect him. Paladin, thank God. Aw, he didn't want to be, like, really... Oh, that's, Okay, owlbear. Uh-huh. I apparently got an achievement off of that. One was that. Probably the whole mother or daughter of darkness thingy.
Can't slow down.
So who are we? There is you. The only one left. there's also the person who is temporarily hostile, which I assume is just gonna they're just gonna stay hostile at this point, taking down everyone other than.
Can't give up.
I don't know.
Got to press on.
Where is the last of them? Over there. Hold on. Wait, what are you doing? Bone chill on the Paladin. Beckoning darkness. Okay, yeah, I do have to say that this took, this fight, required a lot more resources than what I would have guessed.
My parents. They must be close.
Get him on.
What to do?
I wonder if it's gonna be like, oh no, the Sharon Fidelian Lamona was actually like her mother.
With haste.
Right.
Nature's servant awaits.
I think you can miss that. You.
Still breathing, despite everything.
We're gonna save here. That was a fight. Definitely one of the tougher fights in like so far. We came in here fully prepared, right? Like with full
That took the edge off.
But
Where can I go?
And yet we were pushed so far.
You and I need to speak. Always a pleasure to see old. You may have evaded the mapping of the heart, but never.
You feel the barest of presences.
Ah, as I thought. Quite an adventure has brought you to this point. Illithids, kidnapping, infection, the Hells, hunted by cultists and Githyanki alike.
Okay, this makes I'm gonna load the game. I have no idea why. Like she's currently unconscious on the ground, and I thought that like, okay, we interact with her, and that means that like we get the are we gonna let Shadowheart kill her or what? But no, apparently she just like stands back up and starts talking to us like none of that actually just happened there. Which is like weird. So not doing that. Yeah, if I had to rate that fight, that is probably. I mean, like I had a lot of trouble with the fight, with the hag fight, in Act 1. Like she just got the drop on me when it came to initiative, like with all of their hallucinations, just spamming me with Ray of Sickness. Like it was tough going, that one. So I think that overall is the hardest like fight that I have had.
Wonder if the gods are watching me.
But like this is definitely a close second. Black diamond. There's a stone inscription. Okay. Treasured in life. So is there gonna be
no key? Must be another way in.
Patriarchs. Yeah, Patriarchs. wonder what that is. Husband is only second. She's always changing. Capture her life. Fine. Absolutely buggered the time. People keep associating the moon with femininity, and frankly, we're fed up with reading the same poetry over and over. It's all that celestial bint saloon spawn. Okay. I feel labeling those crimes is a little. Baldur found the text rooted subject on Baldur. Taylor exquisite renown on the city of Baldur's Gate. The prose is colorful, but a little too self-satisfied around the edges, and the novel would be unremarkable with a full entry about happened. Baldur claimed a guardian and Unsur. Right where Unsur scales, and brighter still his breath. Yet after a betrayal too piercing to recount here in worthy let beneath the stone, thereby changing the name of Umbers. Explaining the allure and superiority of Shar above all other deities. All other so-called gods are liars and charlatans. I mean, Shar is a liar, and Shar literally, like the clergy of Shar literally teaches you how to lie better. Like, if that doesn't tell you that the goddess that you're worshiping is also a liar, then like I don't know how stupid you have to be. They seek to enthrall mortal hearts with promises that are beyond their ability to fulfill. Lady Shar does not do this. Her words are honest, and her gift is simple. Her embrace awaits eternal darkness. Purest of nothing, the end of all pain. It will come to us all ultimately. Nothing else will matter, and it is the role of Lady Shar's children to hasten that understanding among people. When we carry out Lady Shar's holy work, we must inevitably cause pain and suffering, yet it is only to reveal the truth. What we do with kindness. That was the constellation of the dark. Lunar Dark Lies. The scroll is filled with soothing, persuasive arguments, encouraging the sick at heart to turn themselves from Dehanine worship. The Moon Maiden at the top will whisper naught but lies. No problem solved, only a sense of fondness that can hold us arena. Seas of empty pale dust, even that gradually fading from the worship. As an alternative, the scroll speaks of Shar, whispers only truth. Her fondness is warm, unexpectedly so for goddess of darkness. Island. Why should that be unexpected? Sick at heart will find only succor and blessing in neighboring. She who understands them. Yeah, I know, but that is certainly not the case. Right. We are going to be... Now we need to figure out how do we open... I mean, there's like... Quarta Soon. Excerpt from the Quarta Soon, a guide to sexuality, eroticism, and emotional fulfillment. Detailed diagrams accompany. On your journey to sensual alignment, treat each passionate encounter as a dance. Your movements should flow from one to another, like a river through the mountains. For instance, it would likely be uncomfortable for you and your partner, or partners, to move immediately from the bugbear bend into the Underdark choke. Instead, after strenuous positions, gentler ones such as threading the weave or transitive plane are encouraged. It is also important to treat your partner's care post-encounter as the final step of this dance. Recipes for scented oils for exhausted muscles, tea blends for sore throats, and massage tips can all be found in later chapters. Right, so Kama Sutra of the Forgotten Realms, essentially, is what that is. History of the Flaming Fist. I'm pretty sure we've read that one. Right. I've not yet.
That helped.
Opulent chest. Don't think it's. There's a sword to an armor. Here. Light hammer.
There's a hole right there, behind the crates.
Oh.
A little hideaway. Why does this place seem so familiar?
Why doesn't? Because there's a bunch of night orcs. Favorite flower, isn't it? Going to make me look in the mirror again. He's going to take my memories. I do not want to forget who I am. I like flowers. I like animals. My name is... That's Shadow Hearts. That is Shadow. That is Shadowheart who wrote that note. Stained book. They heap precious pelf upon the altar as if it were nothing. The door wants gold trinkets, baubles of mana. Door wants value. Door wants valuables to open. At least according to that book. This was her prison. Either a prison or artifact agent. Roster of 5 infiltrators is written in an elegant hand. Above their names, it is noted that this have proven themselves to be skilled and have the greatest chance of successfully obtaining the artifact. Really expendable. Alden Darkwood, leader. Bloodug Brisk, close combat. Burke Deepworld, Octane. Ina Kobe, language, Shadowheart. Talk to Shadow.
My parents are still captive. I need to free them.
We can come back and loot this later. I'm sure. If not, I'm gonna... Why not? And for whatever reason, I cannot right-click on this key. Like, I can right-click on this, I can right-click on this, but I cannot right-click on the Gilder key. Of import. Oh. Oh. Oh, okay, I can right-click on that key. Training hall key. Tuesday inspection was a disaster. How could I have overlooked the stains on my teeth? Ask Harrow where they get that special soap that... Exciting news. Owl talent. The Mother Superior has approved me for applied poisons and paralysis training. I'm so proud. Little Night Mist is certified venom specialist. That will also qualify me to study the basics of sudden esophageal collapse. What fun. Esophageal collapse, like martial attack. Strengthening of the sword. Melee drills for 2 hours each day. Change opponents and weaponry greed. Bloodletting is expected. Remember, a well-trained warrior has the scars to prove. Honing of the archer's eye. Range drill for 2 hours each day. Targets will progress from fixed to moving to live. Hardening of the poisoner's heart. Crafting and theory of poisons and concoction for 2 hours each day. Pupils shall be dosed with low levels of poisonous substances. Rather intense training regimen. But I'm surprised. Right, what is this? The dormant. Oh. Okay. Here. Why are you here and why were you not in the fight? This is awkward, I guess.
Shadowheart? I wasn't sure if I'd ever lay eyes on you again. It's me, Nocturne. Do you remember?
Remind me?
We trained together. We used to be close. I'm glad to see you're all right.
I don't remember you.
Oh. A pity. Perhaps we can talk some more later? That is, if you're not about to turn on me. It seems you no longer walk in the Dark Lady's shadow.
You two are enemies. Not friends.
Not if Shadowheart doesn't wish for it. She may not remember, but we shared a lot together once. Good times. Hard times. I will not turn on her, even if it angers Lady Shah.
That's good enough for me. I'm not sure what I expected coming back to this place. Certainly not a friend. There must be all sorts you can tell me. Things I can't even remember.
There are, but with the Mother Superior gone, I don't know if I can stay here to reminisce. Perhaps there's another enclave out there for me.
You don't need Shah.
You don't, perhaps. Not everyone is as brave. I'll leave come tomorrow. Come see me before then. I was working as quartermaster. I can sell you some things to aid you. And we can catch up.
You're the quartermaster, apparently a friend to Shadowheart. We're not killing her? Don't think Shadowheart would approve. Yeah. Interrogation. Not on a log of interrogation notes detailing a Githyanki captive's torture. Captive remains strong at present, very gradually.
Githyanki. Part of the Sharan's preparations to seize the astral prism, no doubt.
It has been years since Waterdeep's Gul'dan Salar. Salar? At last, the trail has gone cold enough so that I may recommend Lady Shara's folly. It's true that secrecy is the greatest shield of all. Sacrifices needed for this new beginning have been. It had better prove to be. Baldur's Gate. It feels strange to be back in this place, so familiar, yet I cannot engage with it. I am like a living ghost in watching. Time has rushed past like an autumn storm. Lady Shard's church in Baldur's Gate grew steadily, and in secret, under my command. I have named it the Cloister of Somber Embrace. Night Singer's Embrace is the final goal that we want. One day, this place could even surpass what I created in Waterdeep. Yet, by then, it may not be mine to plan. Lady Shard tells me that there is another, one I must pry from a foul Selûnite reshaped darkness. Audacious. Must stay resolute. I must find this star. My spies have reported to me the child has been found. A girl with hair of sheerest black. She will soon come of age and be lost to the moon pitch forever. Our plan is in motion. Over darkness. Ours. This was from the Mother Superior.
What am I to do? Let's see what my touch can do.
It's funny, not easy, but there
Let's get going.
These jewels. Why do I remember these of all things? A gift from Solda Nessela, Mother Superior said.
Solda Nessela.
Curious. I could never quite tell if she was proud of them or not.
Okay, there's a high security vault number 8 key. Back in National Identity. Bunch of. I wonder if this mirror is.
Never wanted the easy path.
Books, anything
These are all about me. 40 years of my life, documented like I was some sort of specimen.
Christ, too. Years have passed, and still she refuses to be easily molded into what lady. She questions my teachings, hesitates when she should be pitiless, longs to venture the world. I'll listen to her. So often, her behavior makes a mockery of the name. Oh, Shadow. Lady Shar believes that she shall one day become the perfect embodiment of peace. Have I not proving myself worthy? Did I not sacrifice everything in order to please the Night Singer? I had built something great in her honor in Waterdeep, all gone now. Those who followed me have been embraced. I'm left with honing a child of the Moon Bitch's followers in Lady Shar's right hand. I will not give up. I will remake her, or I will break her. Night Singer shall know who is her most loyal, one way or another. Let's talk Goblin. Your standard Goblin is well armored and conniving. While not the best strategists, they are deadly in bigger groups. Hobgoblins are where the species gets disciplined. Smarter, stronger, mean as a bag of hedgehogs. Hobgoblins are natural leaders. Bugbears are as tough as ogres, only shrewder. They can be unnervingly quiet when they want. Avoid these split. Me? Har! I avoid them all. Okay. Right, we find we're obviously we need to put the investigation log. Killed. These are ones that red. Eric one. Nocturnes. Well, it's just her journal, like literally right. The earlier entries of this journal have been erased or heavily redacted before settling. I am Nocturne. Think as her. See her when I look at her. I can't remember the last time someone called me, but Shadowheart has been swift, gently correct steps, even swifter in challenging them. Alice, I'm lucky to have her. Took Shadowheart's memories again, more than they took before. I know what to do now. I know she'll be frightened, that she won't remember me, not even me. I can take her to our hideaway and remind her of it. Getting better at it. I love seeing that look in her eyes when she finally. Why must the mothers? Why must she find her under? grooming her for a mission. Take away her. Be her. Tell her this. What else? Days. Shadowheart and the others. Alive or dead. Other spirit does not. Worry. Well, considering that's her personal journal, I mean, it could be just like an elaborate setup. Leave it there out in you. Leave. Could be. Here, ma'am. You were right, ma'am. What they ask of you as a novice in the cloister, it's just heart isn't hard enough to do these things. I had to run out of the last 10 days interrogation class to vomit. Now that I'm in, I don't see any way to get out again. Not alive, anyway. I don't even know yet how I'm going to get this letter to you. I'm scared. The way the Mother Superior looks at me. Oh, how I wish I'd listened to you. You're Dimber. So here they've dumped me. Oh, not ma'am, but Sorry. Right. I mean, we did pass 2 locked rooms as well. Could be the answer there. Could be that the answer is in this opulent chest. Don't have a key for it, but we do have a shadow heart.
What are you hiding?
Wish to live in more interesting times.
Just has a couple of arrows of transportation. We'll throw over those with the firelight.
Moving in.
Okay. Black knife. How much are we? Go there. Like, if I just throw the jewels that we took from the toolbox, I wonder if that's gonna be enough. Before we do that, let's go check out those locked rooms. Got it. Did get a this report on activity. Inward report.
Cunning disguise can serve a warrior of the Dark Lady better than any armor. That's what they always told us. I think this was my favorite part. Putting these on. Pretending to be someone else. I suppose that's been my whole life.
Report on activities on Enver Gortash. Detailed report from a Sharan agent, Dark Adept Bilvoy Reed, about the activities of Enver Gortash, an arms smuggler the Sharans had designated a person of interest. The report concludes with the lines below. Gortash, whom we believe to be a follower of the tyranny godling Bane, has recently been consorting with a leading adherent of the murder godling Ball. The pair were observed entering the Devil's Fee, where they conferred for over an hour with the establishment proprietor, the known diabolist Helsing. Must be considered significant, as Helsing is reputed to be able to open gate portals to Hells. Grab again. Already know that. Artifact mission challenges. Pages in this handwritten notebook have been torn out except for the final page, which was only partially removed. Remaining text reads as follows. Sharan agents would be my guess. In Summoner, you must be trained to deal with conventional, illithid, and Githyanki traps, locks, levers, and controls, but most importantly, they must be mentally prepared to face extreme situations under alien conditions. Casualties are expected, but that circumstance must not halt the mission. Agents are to be deep imbued to regard mission success as critical. even beyond survival. Yep. As expected. Anything in the stack of books? Book. Roster of 5 infiltrators. Yep. Upper City, we've read that. Anything Baldur? Nothing interesting. Wooden. Great. What? Bow outfit. There's a hammer. Rope. This later. Oh, fun helmet. Thieves tools. Oh, these are they like I don't think these contain anything. They're just for the like I assume these were to so that like they could train how to open. Might as well prove that. Okay. I mean, we got enough. We got enough. Okay. Come on. There we go. That's the one.
Looking ahead.
There actually was stuff in here. Not a lot of stuff, but if there was any.
Another step forward.
Right.
My faith will guide me.
Thieves tools. Arm kit.
Still alive.
Right.
So that's progress. Should mind my step.
I mean, I do want to know what's behind the interrogation room.
Let's get on with it.
Alone? How tempting.
Don't think the same thing. The same key would get us here then.
Have a lot on my mind.
I feel that this is going to be disturbing.
Time to press ahead.
Outfits. Nothing to say, Shadowheart?
I think I might have hurt people here. Learned how to break their bodies. Their spirits. Quiet in here now. But it wasn't always so. Screams rang off these walls. I swear I can almost hear them.
No, I mean... Yeah. It's a torture chamber. Not much to say about that. Manual for Sharan interrogators describing 3 levels of induced stress: emotional, physical, and lethal. It emphasizes eliciting information over punishment. Cautions the interrogator against becoming emotionally involved in the process, either sympathetically or sadistically. Which is like the correct sort of teachings to have when if you want to make a torturer or interrogator who's worth like anything. Because like again, like if you get sympathetic, then you know the interrogation is gonna suffer because you don't want to do it or like you want to do it gently. Like it reduces your efficiency, and then if you are sadistic, then you're gonna go overboard. Like you're going, and it's gonna also cloud your judgment in the case of like sometimes you have to know that like the person who you are interrogating is actually telling you the truth, right? And if you're a sadistic bastard, or you know a sympathetic one, that can like absolutely blind you to whether they're telling the truth or lying. I mean, not that like I feel like interrogation as far like actual physical torture, has been never considered a. I don't consider it a great way to get information because like at the end of the day, they will say just about anything to not feel pain. Okay. That was apparently not enough.
I've got a long road ahead.
After I moved something on the altar.
This road. This. Treasured in light, awesome. Yes. Can we not just like interrogate Nocturne as to how you get past it? Okay, so it went back down. Need to throw like. Does it know that it has to be like jewelry or stuff? What if we just put a hand drum in? Okay. Huh. Okay. That like you have to have an X amount of. Okay. Apparently. Who knows? Right. Right. Daughter of Darkness. Yeah.
I see them. I see my parents.
Oh.
What's been done to them?
Oh boy, this is.
Can't afford to stay idle.
Right. Nope, not heal.
Take you. Take you.
Nice. We need to throw some of these. Here, okay, this seems like a good saving point. Oh, I do not know what to expect. I feel that it's probably gonna be something rather tragic that's gonna happen as we walk down here, but.
It can't be. Another vile trick.
No. There is no trick. It's her. Jennifer. Jen. Our little girl.
Moon Maiden's grace. It is you.
I'm here to get you out of here. They're all gone. It's over.
Are we gonna see? Oh.
is not over. You see, it matters not if you raise this place. If you slay every one of your brothers and sisters. That was never where my power resided. Every time you try to step away from me, every time you try to reach for Selûne, my hold on you bites deeper. If you had learned, if you had obeyed, there would be no pain. But you struggle on. You will make things worse for yourself. And for them.
You're a monster, not a goddess.
I am neither. I am nothing. I am the empty room. The dreamless sleep. The shadow's shadow. There was no pain before my sister set the sun aflame. Now you exist to suffer. Until you find your way back to my embrace.
Enough! I'm taking my parents away from here. I'm taking them away from you!
You cannot. We are still bound to you. You cannot both free us and free yourself from her curse. The Moon Maiden needs you more than she needs us. You are the future. You must return to the fold. We are the past, and our duty is almost done.
Eloquently put. His mind stood up well to his time here. The same cannot be said for your mother. Such brief, fragile lives humans lead. This is my final lesson. I leave you now to dwell on your mistakes and make your choice.
Shah's parting words make your flesh crawl. There is no lesson to be learned here, only a family's torment, a spiteful goddess's whims, and an unspeakable choice to be made.
She's gone. I don't understand.
Shah will never admit defeat. Not until she has stolen one last thing from you. We cannot allow your future to be her last prize. Not after all your mother and I have endured. To see you again. Your companion understands, I think. Help her, please. Help her see what must be done.
You have to choose, Shadowheart. Be your parents, or rid yourself of Shar's curse.
No, I can't. I came here for them.
And you did. You found us. All these years, that dream kept us going. That you would break free. No matter what they made you do to us, we knew you were still in there.
I knew the Dark Woods wouldn't frighten you. You were always such a brave girl.
She was. And still is. You've saved us. Now save yourself. You'll be out of Shah's reach, and we'll be at peace.
I only just found you again after all this time. I can't lose you again.
We'll still be with you. By the Moon Maiden's grace, we'll never be far. Please, Jennifer.
You should end their suffering. And yours.
Is this truly what you want?
It is what we need. All of us. You were meant to be a guiding light for Selûne's faithful, but they robbed you from us. Now that can be righted, and we can rest.
Help us, Jen. I can let go. Now I've seen your face again.
Goodbye.
Not goodbye. Not even close.
I am sorry that it came.
Don't be. They're free now. As am I. And part of them is still here with me. Let's leave this place. There's nothing more for me here.
One thing. What should I call you now? Shadowheart? Genevieve?
Shadowheart, still. I can't run away from who I was all this time. Besides, there's something fitting to it. Can't cast a shadow without some light.
That completed the investigation to the House of Grief. We have completed, as it is no longer in our companions, have completed the Daughter of Darkness. That is the memory wiping mirror over there, which I do not wish to touch. Because even if there was some way of potentially gaining memories back, the risk of losing something instead. Too great. Created iron door there. Guess that is the Gith orchard starting. Right. Well, we still have some looting to do. We still need to figure out what to do with the Mother Superior. I have a theory that her end is...
My parents. I saw them. Spoke to them. And let them go. It's more than I can take in just now. Give me a night to try and get my head together.
Yep. Entirely reasonable. Right. Wonder, did we have This is stealing.
A Githyanki, head removed. They tortured her for information, then made sure the corpse couldn't help anyone else.
Considering. Ledger bearing the names of those incarcerated in a chamber of law. Some are noted to have died. Tresh Clear, Githyanki, double guard at all times. Deceased Arnold Hallowleaf, Emmeline Hallowleaf, Baron Alice Bormel. Gale, anything to say about meeting Shar?
What Shadowheart did for her parents was a profound act of love. Her courage is... well, it's quite something to behold.
Yeah, agreed. Mira?
Ever will Shar try to twist bonds of love into chains of service. Shadowheart did not let her. I cannot presume to know her parents, or what they suffered. But I know that they were proud, in the end.
No. I will, like, obviously want to talk to the other people in the party. Then we have Viconia de Veer. We have her to talk to. I think we're gonna do what adventurers do best. Indiscriminate looting. Must be like some kind of a bug that causes like all of those like bunch of those books and a bunch of those written letters. Second copy. I do feel somewhat sorry for the what is it, blue nail? Thing. Not exactly pleasant to. I mean, I'm honestly just glad that this person, this Fidelia Lamona, like didn't just turn out to actually have been like Shadowheart's mother, which is why she was like temporarily hostile. But, I'm glad that that wasn't the case because that would have been like a gut punch and a half. We're slowly making our, and I mean, I don't mean slowly because it's encumbered here, but we are slowly making our way towards getting the necessary money for our attack on the House of Hope, that's what he called it. If I remember correctly. We're just... The studded shield +1 might be. But yeah, the like 20,000. Yeah, the like I feel that it was fairly well telegraphed that we were not gonna be able to rescue parents from here, and I feel that it was pretty well telegraphed that it was gonna be at best we would. I mean, Mercy Kill seems like the wrong. Like Mercy Kill doesn't seem like a correct thing here in a way, but it also kind of is. Mercy Kill probably is the correct way to describe it. But it wasn't anything as gruesome as what most people consider, or like consider Mercy Kill was Right. And I think we save here. And we're gonna have a little talk with Wiconia de Veer. I think it's only 5,000. I think the last time we checked, like with like at the circus, I think it was only 5,000 for the statue of yourself. But if they've updated to be 10,000, then that's it. But yeah, unfortunately, as much as I would like that, right? As much as I mean, to be fair, we did also pick up we picked up like what's it called, a key to one of the safe numbers in the like, and those like that can have some really like some rather big bucks in there, I guess. But yeah, unfortunately, if we have to sacrifice the statue of ourselves in the glory of, you know, the bright paladin that we are, then we will do so for the good of the realms. And I'm sure we can commission it later. Right. This is again going to
be a pleasure to see old acquaintances. You may have evaded the mapping of the heart.
You feel the best.
Alright.
As I thought. Quite. Its name does not concern me. Its power does. I felt Shadowheart's presence in your mind, and with it, the artifact. She succeeded in retrieving it, but then it is you who appeared, not her.
The astral prism is with me, and it's staying with
a bold claim, given your current circumstance. Humor me with a little negotiation.
Okay,
Perhaps we can find terms that will allow blades to remain sheathed. Reconsider. Aid me, and you can count on my support against the Absolute. Reject me, and your journey ends.
I mean, she's... I guess we just stab her. I guess we just stab her. Okay. What was that? Knives in the dark. Survive the confrontation. Okay, so we needed to kill her to have considered to be okay. Koznia's personal chest key, not that we need that. Baconia's Walking Fortress. Legendary shield. Rebuke of the Mighty. When a foe hits you with a melee attack, you can use your reaction dealing 2 to 8 and knock it prone unless they succeed a dexterity saving throw. Yep. You gain advantage on saving throws against spells. Spell attack rolls against you have disadvantage. And then it has Warding Bond. Ward an ally. They gain resistance to all damage. +1 each time the ally that you take the same amount of damage. Yep. And then Reflective Shell. A protective shell envelops you. It reflects any projectiles targeted at you back to their point of origin. Bonus action and for 2 turns comes back on a short. Well, I mean, I like Shadowheart's like shield that gives her a better version of aid and a first level spell slot. So I think like Jaheira is gonna get this one because like Jaheira also needs to be like Jaheira. Yeah, I think Jaheira gets that. Viconia's Priestess Robe, rare clothing, armor class. Char's Umbre. While Obscured Wearer has advantage on stealth checks, Sharon Veil, Shield of Faith also grants you +2 bonus to all saving throws. Armor class +1. Yeah, this is just gonna... we're just gonna pick up and add that to wares. And then she has the Handmaiden's Mace. D6. Weapon and enchantment +2 sets the wearer's strength to 18. The enchantment has no effect if their strength score is higher without it. I guess we'll pick this up. We might have a use for this. I don't think we will, but might. Alright. So basically what happened there was that I guess the game, pick up and add that to wares. Plate, why not? So what the game apparently decided was that, like, okay, she's unconscious on the floor, and if you talk to her while she's unconscious on the floor, she considers that to be like, we come here, that as if we came here, right? Like, to this chamber without Shadowheart. Like that was the dialogue that happened between us. I was expecting it to be like, you know, that she would like we would actually get the sort of that we would get like I don't know, she'd beg for her life from Shadowheart, or she would, I mean, likely she probably wouldn't beg for her life. She would probably just go like herder, you kill me, like Char will still get you, like that I think that's everything. I think that is this Sharon temple has been. Oh, never mind. Never mind. Almost forgot. Oh, never mind. Okay, so basically the stuff that you put on that, aside apparently from the hand drum, oh, never mind. They're still there. Obsidian ring, black diamond, light ring. Oh, no. Right. Right. So that is the Sharing Temple thoroughly looted. The church, aside from Nocturne, who I guess probably weren't looking. Aside from her, there's still the people who are topside. I am going to make a quick assumption that they're probably, like, they have either fled the premises to try and, like, regroup later and reestablish the Sharing cult at a later point, or they will just jump our asses the moment we make it up there, and, oh, never mind, I completely forgot it. We still need to loot this, like, armory. Oh, boy. Anything from... What are these mannequins? Already know what they're here for. Kelly? Cool. Right. But yeah, the check this wardrobe. Yeah. Oh, don't think there's gonna be anything great. I might have forgotten to pick up like some. We're not going back down there, at least not now. Right. Let's lighten our load. Right. I'm not sure. I'm. How would you say it? I feel this one, the conclusions that we've so far drawn, about, Shadowheart's story and stuff, I feel that it's, this is a very natural conclusion, to Shadowheart's story. Or at least, this part of it. Because, I'm sure that Char isn't gonna be, it isn't just gonna be, oh, you trashed up my stuff, I'm no longer mad at you. Okay, yep, they're just gonna jump our ass. I mean, also makes a lot of sense. So I guess we're just, we truly are exterminating all of the Shards. Which is fine by me. Really wish I could have long rest. All damage. Like, that's the thing. We're gonna just keep taking fucking, like, reflected radiant damage. Wait, hold on. It's, radiant retort. It's force damage. We have a force one? No, we got a psychic one. Psychic resistance. Are we gonna... We're gonna do an elixir of universal resistance here just so that we don't take a shitload of damage from, like, turn. You know. I'm gonna drink that. Don't have to worry about killing ourselves.
My faith will protect me.
With the reflection damage.
Have to keep going.
Should have equipped the new shield over to Jaheira.
Step by step.
Right. Type of guy who can't really do much unless he closes in. So, well, front. And darkness. Jar's favorite spell.
The straight path.
Yeah, I do have to say that, like, I have been underestimating, like...
So much for peace.
Jaheira's, like, ability... Jaheira's ability to, no... Ability to, what's it called? To wild shape, because, like, I go, like, well, she's not a moon druid, so, like... She's not very good at, like, the whole wild shaping thing, but, like, no, she can, like... No.
One can't always be a gentleman.
One cannot always be a gentleman. I mean, I do have to give it to the Sharans, I guess. Like, they know how to... They know how to brainwash their own. Because, like, these guys clearly don't, like, stand a chance against us. And yet they're still trying. Bless their little heart. But yeah, no, I have been... Oh. Oh. Yeah, no, I have been underestimating what, like, Jaheira could actually do with her wild shapes because of the fact that, oh, she's not a moon druid, so she's not really supposed to use the wild shapes. Takes an action to do. No, it is. That's just helpful. There we go. Oh.
A long way to go still. Take your...
Can't give up now.
I guess it's just like taking this as healing. Yes. I'm our friend.
Have to keep going.
There's a collections lockbox.
Sounds like there's gold inside. Their proceeds?
Client list. Floric Worthmith. Melancholy Heart, paid in full and referred to unburdening. Elevere Sunbury. Craven Heart, paid in full then backed out. Partial refund. Of course. Ludwig Crumbs. Jealous Heart, paid in full and referred for unburdened. Jackrell Iron Thumbs. Prying Heart, paid in full. Had an adverse reaction to the mapping of the heart and fled. No refund. Marco Kren. possible false name. Curious sort, not local, by accident. Black hair, pale complexion. Trying hard. Paid in full with unknown gold currency and offered for on. Note: Mother V has ordered we seek out this Marco Kren. Possible. During his mapping, she detected thoughts and memories of unfamiliar. Fixated on a sword, possibly Zord. Mother V's interest wants that mine. Update: Trail has gone cold. It's as if he vanished entirely. Leona Frostly, Violent Heart, paid in full and referred for honor. Harvest Silvermount, Melancholy Heart, paid in full and referred for honor. Enough. And what about Become Our Friend? Application form inviting members of the public to become a friend of the House of Grief. Several tiers of donations are outlined in return for benefits such as thanks section of their next publication, bespoke calming tonics, a plague in your honor, as in a plaque, sorry, not a plague, and even a complimentary session to be unburdened of your woes. The amounts of gold start modestly, but soon stagger. I mean, I don't think like the game considers it. From the quill of the Mother Superior, Lady Shari's sacred halls must be defended at all costs. Ensure that all who are assigned to guard duty or service in the House of Grief are of her correct protocol. Secrecy is our first and best defense. The House of Grief is more than a facade. Maintain it as if your life depends on it, for it does. Hidden passage leading downwards must remain sealed unless indicated otherwise on my authority. Penetrate the lower levels. The main hall before the chamber of shall be our final. If all else fails, destroy anything that may be of use. Lady Shard's foes, preserve her secrets. Not allow yourself to be captured. Take poison, fall on your blade, swallow your tongue. Not betray the dark blade. That's about what I expected from her.
My faith protects me.
Now, I am at an impasse here. I am at an impasse.
Let's see what we have here.
Lockpicking impossible.
Shouldn't have wished to live in more interesting times.
Do you not have a key for this? Really? Is
If
that?
not over,
I mean, that has to be on. That's on. Yep, lockbox key. I feel that it's like personally, I feel that this is a dishonorable thing to do, and the game seems to agree with me, considering it considers all of this to be stealing. But considering that the game didn't consider me looting the Sharan temple down there to be stealing, like, I'm gonna save here, and then we're gonna toggle sneak mode, and okay.
Have to keep going.
Nobody took an attitude hit off.
You're hiding.
Wow. What a fucking hole. Pearl 74. That's not worth compromising on.
Breathe deep and move.
You would think that they'd have like more. But oh well. We'll find a more legitimate way, I guess, of inner peace, path to perfection. Self-help book suggesting all depressive woes can be cured by drinking the oil of freshly grown olives. Okay. This little garden Ixaroot. Valerian flower. I don't think I'm not. I don't think I've heard any of these. Poppy flower? Like, are these... Maybe these are poison ingredients? Who knows? There's some Valerian flowers over there. Surprising Habits of Karatorian Warlords. A curious self-help tome that claims to help those who have disappointed their elders. It seems to have been hastily printed and bound, and strikes an oddly harsh tone. Alas, poor reader, not everyone can improve themselves without the help of others. Some need the instruction of an elder, a steadying, authoritative hand that can mete out guidance and discipline in equal measure. Honor your elders, dear reader. Be mindful of their lessons, deferential to their desires, and grateful for their discipline. Be of service to them, even when you think you are at odds with them. The book drones on, dispensing suspect advice that advocates for utter obedience before imploring the reader to seek further help at the House of Grief. Really, I would call that a very deceptive. I would call that a very deceptive title because, like, the card, like, I mean, unless they went and like named any Karatorian warlords, but do you think that they do that like on the actual like first page? Is there actually a squirrel in this tree? I can't see if there's an actual squirrel in that. Right. That is the House of Grief done. I have a fair, like, as a paladin, I have a fair amount of stuff still left. Jaheira has a reasonable amount of stuff still left, especially since he's going to use that to get a second level spell slot back. Shadowheart is like, she's still got the big ones left. And
one with the weave.
But our resident, I think we're going to, like, even with the Arcane Recovery, which we're going to spend on level 3 spell slots, getting 2 of them. Even with that, I think we're probably going to tag out Gale out of the party. He doesn't really have a lot of. I mean, he's got plenty of spell scrolls to go though, so I think that's probably fine. Oh, and you don't actually give you like shitloads of potions of healing, greater healing. Might as well put those back, you know. Right, but there is the I think we give the Peril Amulet momentarily on over Shadowheart. You get third level spell block that. Back over to Gale. Right.
Looking ahead.
I mean,
That's because there's nothing here to fear. This is a colossal waste.
I think I will keep Gale for now, I guess. The real question is, what are we going to, like, what are we gonna do? Like, we want to find more parts of Dribbles the Clown, which is we probably need to go to, like, go and investigate the whole, what's it called? The Murder Tribunal. I'm sure we can probably find some there. Free Counselor Floric, avenge the Iron Hands, free the artist. We're kind of wrapped up with this with domestic carrion servant. Right. Trumbo was looking for an abandoned house for them to hide in. Trumbo told him the wardrobes are good. Lumbar, he told Trumbo was going to get a boat. He must be hiding somewhere in the water. Again, like, literally, I cannot think of any place on the map that like, actually, aside from that house. But, like, we went down there. Like, he wasn't down there either. And, like, he wasn't in the house. Because, like, if he was in the house, we would have, like, actually seen him, right? Like, what? Can't be this. It has to be somewhere else, right? Wait a minute. Wait a minute. No! 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 Surely not. Oh!
me be. What are you doing in here?
The man's stench is unmistakable. Death, decay, despair.
Didn't I check that wardrobe like the first time I came through
Mystic
here?
Carrion was so eager for you to retrieve.
This is my spot. Go on, find your own.
I came to find you. You. Mystic Carrion was very keen that I bring you home.
Mystic Carrion? You're working for him? Oh no. No. I knew he wouldn't let us leave in peace. You don't have to help him. He's the one you should be after, not me.
Why?
You've met him. How can you need more justification than that? He murdered me. Murdered my friends. Snatched us right up from the dockside and made us these things. Monsters. Fit for gutting and grinding and desecrating the dead. He constantly abuses us. Makes us do the worst things you can imagine.
I need an insight on it.
Of us. My friend Talus, he couldn't take it anymore. One day, I saw him drive a coffin nail right through Carrion's skull. Then another, and another. We thought he had done it. Freed us all. Then when dawn came, Talus seized up suddenly like something had got a grip of him. We ran to help, but he just exploded. I got so much blood and pulp in my eyes. When I look back, Carrion was just stood there, completely unharmed.
You know how Carrion brought himself back?
If I knew that, I'd have tried to kill him myself.
I think we knew
I know
that.
this is gonna sound strange, but I've been watching him, trying to figure it out, and I think he's a mummy lord.
What makes you think that?
After Talus died, Carrion blindfolded me and took me into a strange place. A foul and ancient place. Somewhere the living wouldn't dare to tread. Down there, he showed me a jar. Said it contained the secret to eternal life. And if I behaved, he would share it with me. I think it was his heart. I'm not stupid. I know what he did to my friend. Gods, how I'd love to smash that bastard jar. That's how you kill mummy lords, you know.
God damn it! Why can't things be simple for once? So... I mean, and I wish we got an insight. Like just like either as an option or just like roll it in the background, right? Because for all I know, he could be lying. Like Mystic Carrion definitely like told us that like Thrumbo was like the smartest of the four. Like and for as moving and emotional as his tale is, he could be lying. But like I have to assume that since there wasn't an inside check, that he isn't lying. Like I have to assume that he's telling us the truth. That's the thing. How do we save Oscar if we turn on Mystic Carrion? How do we do it? Because like saving Oscar is like was my primary motivation after like going after these guys, right? And I mean, but then if like Misty, like Oscar is possessed, right? He can be contained. Like at least for now, he can be contained. And but like if Mystic Carrion is willing to just snatch people off the street, murder them, and then raise them to like to undeath, then uh, yep, I think he's the greater evil in this situation. I'll find and destroy the jar. Where should I start?
I'm not sure, but in the house, beneath Carrion's salon, there's a chamber. He never lets anyone down there, so it must be hiding something important. Perhaps it's there. But be careful if you return to Carrion. He'll know you spoke to me. Make sure he doesn't see or smell you. He'll turn you into one of us, and he'll know I sent you. I don't want to die like Talus did. I want to live. Well, you know what I mean. No matter. This is still the safest place to hide. It's just bad luck I was discovered. I must be patient. My brothers need me.
Well, I mean, we found a way down there before, right? Like, we can get through there. And I remember that we read his diary down there, I think. Well, it wouldn't surprise me. Discovered Mr. Carrion used to work from an Right. That's interesting. I think this is probably no, I know that it's a little early compared to what the schedule says, but I think this is probably where we're gonna leave off the session. Because we need to think about obviously I'm gonna be doing the I'm gonna go and like get rid of all of the stuff that we like looted and all of that in the meantime, but we need to think because again we want to save Oscar, and like there's no guarantee that if we kill like end Mystic Carrion for good, right? If we end him for good, there's no like it. He is the reanimating force behind Thrumbo and his buddies. So like even if he wants to live, it might like just taking down Mystic Carrion might mean that him and his like the three others like they just these two not be animated. Right? Which I mean on the whole I'm entirely fine with because like at least they've gotten their due vengeance on the person who killed their friend and murdered them while they were still alive, as well as you know like knowing that no more evil can be spread by the Mystic Carrion. But Mummy Lords are dangerous. They're dangerous things. And we might need to go. I need to go into the sewers. There were definitely parts of the sewers that we have not yet like mapped out. Even like if we rule out the Ballast Enclave. Another thing that we need to really start like I've been trying to think of like is it like are we actually gonna honor our word to go after Gortash, or are we gonna actually like turn around, go after Orin, and try to save our companion instead. But I think like that's the thing is that I'm not sure. We probably have the resources to fight a mummy lord. I mean, I know how dangerous they can be, but like a paladin a paladin is well suited to fighting a mummy lord. So there's at least that, right? Um, so I think we can take on the mummy lord, but I don't think we can take on the ballast encampment and saving Lae'zel without another long rest. Even if we switch out like characters. But yeah, there's a lot of things to think about in regards to what we're gonna do here, and I was hoping like yeah, things just can never be simple, can they? Which makes this a good game because if like things were simple, then you know you wouldn't come across have to like deliberate, like do the hard choices and all that. But on the flip side, like if they could be simple, just like you know the one time, right? Like just have like fucking mystic Carrion like not actually be like an assholeish murderer, and instead just be you know a mummy lord who you know maybe mistreats his servants a little bit by being cruel or being too demanding, but like not an actual murderer and defiler. But guess this is where we stand on that matter, so no use crying over spilled milk. But as I often say, good morning, good day, good afternoon, good evening, or good night, whatever happens to be your time at the moment. I hope you had fun. Hope you'll be here tomorrow, where I plan to stream tomorrow as well. And I wish you a good rest of your day.